Well, I think that every film is a political act. Every serious film, if it's worth the word, especially when you're dealing with very sensitive subjects. You can't talk about subjects that concern human beings and not be responsible and not be political. So I do think that Utama can be considered as a political statement, a political not statement, but a political film that tries to urge people to think a little bit more about the humans that are already suffering the consequences of climate change. And I do feel that film is a very important tool, that we have to be very responsible, but we have to use it to change the current status of things that are leading us directly to perdition. Well, I think that I understand people that doesn't want to see. I don't share their point of view, but I understand that they have many concerns in life, and probably they don't want to have another concern and another sad story. But this is regular people living in the cities. But what I don't share and I really condemn is politicians that fool people in order to believe that there is no climate change, believe that we are still in a good place, and believe that this is not a real problem. These people is really dangerous, and these people is really, they have to be stopped. But I don't share that with them, but I understand people at home that doesn't want to see. But the real thing is that we all need to see. Our home is burning, our home is dying, and we have to be conscious about that. I think silence can sometimes be more louder than words. You can communicate many things with silence, and you can express many things with silence. And I feel that in a love story where you have already shared a lot with a person, you can understand this person through silence. Even silence cannot lie, words can. So I think that's why it's so important. Definitely governments are not preventing climate migration. They are not preparing themselves to receive climate migrants. And I think we have to start seeing this as a global problem that doesn't recognize borders. And at one point there's going to be entire countries having to migrate. And I think there's nothing more painful than having to leave your home and your loved ones to find a better future. So I think that governments should be really aware about this, and also society, because sometimes when society receives migrants, they don't welcome them and they try to always put them in the place of a migrant. So I think this is very important for both society and governments to realize. Yes, I come from a city called La Paz, which is very close to the highlands. So I have been in the highlands many times, and I love the colors of the highlands, the blue sky, the color of the earth. It's the light is very different. It's very crispy. It's very light, in a way, lighter than in other places with more oxygen, of course. So I knew the highlands very well, and I had very many references. I had a big mood board because as I come from photography, I already knew exactly how the film should look like. This is one of my strongest points as a director. And then when Barbara Alvarez joined, then she really complimented me, and we really achieved the best we both could have given to the film. So I'm very thankful for being able to work with her and her entire team of photography. And I think I'm very happy with the result.